was listening to some more of that Savannah Guthrie interview. I'm now convinced that my instinct is wrong on what happened. I know nothing more than just seeing what everybody else is seeing and drawing my own conclusions. But Savannah Guthrie said, no, we're convinced that it was a kidnapping and it was an absolute ransom note, targeted. They know things that we don't know. So I no longer think that it was a robbery where she walked out and they just accidentally, for whatever reason, stumbled upon her and had to kill her. So I'd like to say that.
Hey,
after watching that interview, I was like, I'll just go ahead and say I was most likely wrong. Unless she's just saying that to get him off the scent, and it really is what I thought. No.
TBD.
I always find a way to make me right.
Yeah.
No, so I did see that. It's completely heartbreaking. And the people that are convinced, though, that it's a conspiracy to draw our eyes to something other than Epstein, the war in Iran, it's just such a random thing to bet on. Like if you're in the CIA and you're like, we really need to create a diversion so people don't look at the war in Iran and don't look at gas prices skyrocketing with a war that isn't benefiting us at all. Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons. Or Epstein. That's not.
So
it.
let's go with Savannah Guthrie's mom.
Let's go with the random news anchor's 84-year-old mom. That's not it.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what pop culture is going to bond itself to. The crazy thing that blew up as a story was the Kelce's, the parents of Travis Kelce doing home renovations. Did you guys see how that blew up on the internet?
No.
So TMZ did a really dumb story, and it's why it blew up. It was like, Travis Kelce's mom is doing home renovations, and everybody just started killing it. Like, this is a story. This is the dumbest story ever. You're just doing anything with the Kelce's because you know it'll get at least some clicks because of Taylor Swift. But it was such a dumb story that it turned into a massive story. You just never know what's going to go viral, what pop culture is, again, going to bind itself to. So for them to bet on the Today Show anchor's mom being abducted to take over like it did.
Yeah. Who would? Yeah, you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. That's not my story. I just wanted to lead with that. I'm probably wrong on that after watching that clip of her talk about that. Okay, what do you want first? Do you want? This woman was driving. She had a brain issue. She had a pothole. She's all good now.
She had a brain
That's
issue.
a lot.
So the pothole shook her brain.
Yeah, she was brain dead.
Wait,
Because
what?
of the pothole?
Yeah,
wait, what?
She's boom back in.
Huh?
Yeah. So
Oh, like she was in an ambulance.
she
or something?
fainted February 22nd while doing housework. Was rushed to the local hospital. Due to the severity of her condition, she was referred to a more advanced medical facility where doctors performed a series of tests and ultimately declared her brain dead. After discussing with the doctors, her husband learned there was no hope that she would ever regain consciousness, as her brain stem reflexes were absent and her consciousness level was at 3 points on the Glasgow Coma Scale compared to 15 points of a fully awake person. The woman finally, the family decided to have her discharged and began making funeral preparations. On February 24th, as the ambulance was driving on the road, it hit a large pothole, which created a powerful jerk. The husband immediately noticed that she had begun breathing normally right after the jolt, and her condition only improved from there. After they took her back to the hospital, she baffled doctors who had previously given her no chance of recovery. She has since returned home, is awake, and talking to family members who were just preparing last rites.
That's crazy.
The jolt from hitting the pothole is credited for shocking her back into consciousness. But people on social media are pointing out this is a 1 in a million anomaly. I would agree. This is something that you probably can't take every brain dead person and drive them through the streets of Nashville. We have potholes everywhere.
Lots of potholes.
So that's wild. It's from Oddity Central.
How amazing.
I got my defibrillator hooked up in the house.
Yeah?
Because when they send it to you, it is not together.
What do you mean? It's not like in a briefcase thing?
It's in a box, and the packs are together, and you got to put.
You have to put it together?
I did. It was easy. It was easy.
Ooh, I should double check that.
But it wasn't put together,
Okay.
and so I had to do all of that because it's in like a zip pouch too, and I had to hook the pads in. And on a baby, you do one on the chest, one on their back. It's like a sandwich.
Yeah.
So we took the class, learned all that stuff, but those classes are pretty beneficial. Not just that one. We took like 3 of them. We took and I say I think my wife knew the stuff, but I think it was for me. She just didn't want to say she was making me alone do the class.
The class was just for you.
I think now looking back, that's what it was. And that's okay because it got me because I felt like we were doing it together. But she also, when her niece was born, because she had graduated college. She had moved to Houston, and she was working in oil and gas and international commodities, oil and gas. And she wanted to go get another advanced degree, so she moved to California. She could still do her job while getting a master's because her brother was out there. So she was staying with her brother while she was getting her master's. She'd already been to school for years when she did this. But they had a kid, and she helped with their baby a lot, all the time. So I think she knew a lot of the baby stuff because she helped with her niece so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it hit me the other day because she knows how to do everything now. And I think she knew how to do most things already from that those classes, one of them specifically, where the woman came over and just taught how to change a diaper. That's where I learned to put a diaper underneath the diaper that's on. So when you change it, let's say you pull the diaper out. Babies keep going to the bathroom sometimes whenever you change their diaper, or they start again. Or when you're like wiping them with the wipe, and I've learned with the girl, you can't wipe butt to vagina because you'll put the poop in the vagina. You have to always
I've
go
heard that.
Front to back.
Yeah, you always. That's better than butt to vagina, vagina to butt. You got to do front to back always. So it's just wax on, wax off, but it's paint. It's Karate Kid paint, but only up to down. So there are all these things that I had to learn. I think she already knew, but that's how she got me there. But I learned the double diaper. I learned to swaddle. Swaddles now, though, they have Velcro. Clutch. I'm a good swaddler with nothing. I'm a great swaddler with the Velcro ones. And there's a difference to that in a knapsack. I've learned so much. I learned a bit from that class, but now I've learned so much. But I did that class. We did the first aid, the safety class, which was adult CPR, the timing of it. And that episode from The Office has really helped people because you do it to stay alive.
Yeah.
And you lock your arm. With a baby, you do it only with one hand or you do two thumbs.
Two thumbs.
It used to be fingers. Now you do two thumbs.
And what's the song? Working 9 to 5?
9 to 5 for a baby because they breathe faster. And then I said, okay, I'll practice. I was going, working 9 to 5. What? She said, no.
Too fast.
Just a little faster. But we did those classes, and it has helped.
That's awesome.
We did the hospital. It doesn't count as a class, but we went up and did a hospital tour.
Yeah.
To know, because a lot of people, when they get there, it's their first time going to that part, and they're going, oh my God, she's in labor. Where do we go? And first you have to go through security, and you have to check all your bags. And then you got to stand in front and do a little twirl over like a infrared, make sure you don't have some weapon hidden in your butthole or something.
Oh, really?
Because they want to protect those hospitals. And so then you go and check in, and then you go to this floor, but you can only use this set of elevators. And here's where the nurse is. So that was beneficial too, because when we got there, we had an understanding of what we had to do before we had to go do what she had to do.
They even tell you where to park?
Yes, and they said when you get here, that's so important. When you get here, there are like 3 or 4 spots that you park immediately right here by the door if she's about to go into labor right this second. You still got to go through the process, but park right here. And then once you're in and you're settled, you go and move your car. And so that's what we did.
Yeah, I remember thinking that was weird because of the movies. The movies are like, oh, go up to the emergency room and rush out. She's having a baby. But no, park your car.
Well, we parked right next to the door because there are those 3 or 4 spots. And then an hour later, I came down and moved it. Yeah. You would think with every person that they declare brain dead, they try to shock them, though, right? With the
Well, now you have to hit them or something, right? With like a pothole.
you start punching them in the
Boom,
face,
punch. Try something.
shaking them. So that was my story I wanted to lead with. Amy?
So did y'all see the story, the viral one about the kidnapped dogs that escaped and you saw them walking? Okay.
They went back home, right?
It was really heartwarming, right? Well, turns out it's not true.
It was all a lie.
Yeah, so what many believed was a dramatic story about 7 kidnapped dogs escaping and finding their way home together in China has turned out to not be true.
I didn't know it was in China. I just saw the story, and it was at the same time that story where those people went in and broke into the
meat.
meat. I don't think they were they're breeding dogs.
I thought it was a meat truck.
No. There was a place in America where there was a.
Oh yes, I saw them.
Oh,
yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about the
breeder,
beagles, Bobby?
the beagles.
Yeah,
it was
Test
a
'em?
testing place, not
meat, right?
no, it
testing.
was they
hope
breed them to be tested on.
We're eating beagle meat.
No. Sorry, I was talking
But that
about
story
this.
came out at the same time, and I got them confused a bit.
The original video was real, showing 7 dogs walking together along a highway, but social media quickly filled in emotional and false details about an escape from a dog meat factory. What's wrong with the internet? Why they gotta do that to us? AI generated videos then supercharged the story, turning it into a movie style journey home. One I believed. In reality, reporting found that the dogs belonged to a nearby villagers and they were simply roaming because the German Shepherd was in heat. And it wasn't unusual for them to walk around for a couple of days. The German Shepherd has now been put on a leash.
You know what? Who cares? Who cares if it's not real? Like, if it makes Amy feel good, like, let's not ruin that for Amy. Let's just
Don't tell me
don't
the
say
update.
that it's
Don't
false.
message her back and go, "This is AI."
Bobby does that to me all the time.
Well, you believe it and you think it's AI,
I
or you
know.
think it's real, and I'm like, "No, this is AI. Don't believe this." Remember the judge that was hugging the person who
I loved that one.
I never told you guys, but I fell for that video too.
you did?
Yeah, well, you guys were arguing about it, and I'm just like, I just kept quiet.
Eddie fell for it too.
I loved that video.
That one, honestly, I kind of wish you would have kept to yourself. That restored humanity for me that day. Like, I was like,
Yes.
this is so beautiful.
And even if it's not real, to even think that that's possible, like, it makes us feel better.
So you're okay with lies
Yes.
as long as it's a positive lie.
It's like when you tell a story, like, sometimes it's not all
What?
accurate, you know? Like, sometimes people tell stories, they add a little something to make it crazy or whatever, and it's like, who cares?
I know, but
It's a
in
good
this case,
story.
it was completely AI generated, a judge and an inmate, right? Like nothing about that was
Nothing
real.
about it was real. What was weird about this story, I remember being confused and just torn because I thought it was that beagle story. And I thought these people went in to save those beagles. They kidnapped them. And now they're making a story about the beagles returning home to the breeder. And I'm like, I'm confused on what I should have been rooting for.
What's funny is none of those dogs in that video are beagles. They're like all mutts.
I didn't pay
and
much
a
attention
German
to
Shepherd,
it. Yeah,
apparently.
I didn't pay much attention to it.
But yeah, what you're talking about, that was pretty crazy. I mean, that was like a very calculated, we're going to break in here, set all these beagles free. Crazy. And poor little beagles in there being tested on. I was like, what?
Yeah,
What are we doing?
We all think that. We feel that. But if we actually investigated all the stuff that we use as they test on
I know.
animals.
But I do try to check for the label cruelty free, not tested on animals.
Maybe we should do on this show, what do we say? 100% human, cruelty free.
We're not cruel.
I know. I think about that sometimes too. Like I look around my house and I'm like, how do I know how that piece of furniture was made?
It's like if I
Don't.
watched those animal documentaries, I probably wouldn't eat as much meat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. The cows.
But I stay away from them.
They're like, we slaughter them in a humane way. And I'm like,
don't.
what? What? I don't want to think about it at all. I was talking about this with my friend Chase the other day because his family
Chase
runs.
Rice, the one we went to dinner with?
No, but he was there too. Chase Locke, you know Chase.
But you're hanging out with Chase Rice the second time?
No. He is the same. It's two Chases.
Yeah.
And he's the only reason why I was with Chase Rice
Got
because
it.
they were together. So, but his family runs a beef, like a cattle farm. Like their license plates say beef. And he was talking about how, and I'm like, you build these relationships with these cows and then y'all just slaughter them. And he was like, yeah, to eat.
You have relationships with them? Like
I would.
why would you
Relations.
No. Like I would be like looking at the cow. Like I
Yeah.
get it. It's
I wouldn't even talk to them.
I know it's the circle of life, blah, blah, blah. But they're just so cute. And I mean, yes, I'll eat a burger. I like hamburgers. And yet it also just feels so wrong.
Mhm. Two things can be true, but I stay away from those documentaries because I like to enjoy meat. But I know if I watched them and learned of the real process, I would enjoy meat less and probably have less meat. And I don't want to because I'm selfish. I enjoy meat, so I stay away from the truth.
You think if we had to slaughter our own animal, we would, like, just for hunger,
Yes.
we would get over that?
For survival, absolutely.
For survival, yes. We'd eat humans for survival.
No,
That's been
that
the-
one I
No,
can't.
you
that
always
one I
say
can't.
that.
No, because humans
It's
have had to
happened.
do it.
Humans have had to do it for centuries.
Yes.
I know, but I don't know about that,
I
dude.
just think for me, that is where mentally I don't know that my will to live is that strong.
It is.
Because we have real relationships.
I feel like I would vomit.
Okay.
And
But
then-
you
and
would
then the-
you would eat a human, a dead human, before dying. I would bet the farm on that. The farm that I slaughter cows on.
that same farm.
Like in Miracle in the Andes, like I would just be like praying, Lord, take me in the next avalanche.
If
Take
you had
it. No, because
if,
I
if
don't.
you had young kids you need to take care of and you're their source, you wouldn't. You would be like, I got to get back to those kids, take care of those kids any way possible.
See, that miracle in the Andes frustrates me because, like,
Why?
the second they walked, like, it's changed everything. Like, who told them to all stay there and eat each other?
Well, they didn't. What?
Imagine you're in a plane crash.
didn't
I don't think there's a
know.
lot of rational thinking.
Let's just walk.
Yeah, but
And-
they don't know if they walk.
They could have
what
died
they're
out there
gonna
too.
find.
Well, you're
I
gonna
mean-
die sitting there anyway.
No,
unless
they ate
you eat
people.
each other. Ugh.
You just can't eat the brain.
And then
Oh,
they
is that
didn't.
it?
Yeah.
They didn't. To be, I mean, it's not like they murdered their friend to eat him. It was people that died anyways.
I will say that if I had to eat you,
I'd eat the hamstrings first. I'd eat the loin.
Well, I liked it when they put it on the plane and let the son cook it like jerky.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think you would be
yeah.
fine. I bet you wouldn't even know it was human if you didn't know it was human.
I'd be so sad if I had to eat you. Like
Yeah,
I'd probably
like-
cry while I was eating.
I would cry because you died. I would be thankful that I had some sustenance to get me through and that now you were in me.
And you're part of you. We are one.
Don't look at me when you
We
say
are
that.
one.
You are inside of me
Oh.
and I love you.
I don't.
This is so weird.
This is very weird. How, where?
I don't know,
think
meet
you would be
your dog
I
story.
think you would be able to eat a human. It's crazy
I
and
don't
I know,
gross.
but I've thought about this for
I know.
a lot.
But you're
even
thinking
while-
about it rationally right now. When hunger is kicking in, survival is kicking in, nothing.
Yeah, but I've already told you.
I also think you could murder. Not in,
Oh
in
yeah,
any
like
situation.
to save my life.
Oh,
If
I'd
you're
murder.
irrational, you can do things
Yeah.
you wouldn't do in your rational mind.
Yes,
It could
I-
be rage, it could be fear, it could be protection. I think you could murder.
Listen, quite honestly, I'm with you. I could murder. Like,
She's like,
Oh, I believe that.
been
Amy.
there.
I could do
Matter of fact, I have.
like no problem. I think that I could find the will inside of me to survive and do what I need to do for that. But eating someone, I just like
Yeah.
I'm not that competitive. I'm sort of like, meh.
Like, why wouldn't you just look for a beetle first?
No,
Like,
you would. but
You're
the-
in the snow. There's no
Nothing can
beetles.
live.
I'm sure there's berries. There's some
No,
kind
no,
of leaf.
No.
nothing's living because the temperature is so low.
Yeah, it's freezing.
Nothing. You can eat rocks.
You're in a mountain with snow. What do you? You
There
can
are
eat.
birds, the
How are you going to catch a bird?
slingshots.
You
Like,
want
How are you going to make a
slingshot.
slingshot? Also, you're injured because you were in a plane crash.
And also, they first ate what they had in their luggage and their bags, and then
Right.
stuff like that. So they kept thinking maybe we'll get rescued, and then slowly but surely, one by one, mostly the women started to die.
the women died first? I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
Yes, and I remember thinking that tracks because I would die first. I really do, and maybe that's why I would because my mentality is that. But I just really think, I just really think I would.
My mentality would be survive at all costs because this is for sure going to be a book I'm going to write. And,
Make a lot of
and
money
a
off
documentary off of this. So I got to get out of this.
this.
Oh my
Alive.
gosh,
Yeah.
torture.
All right, there's Amy's story. Lunchbox, your story?
Yeah, the Gigolo Beach killer, suspected killer, is expected to plead guilty to murdering 7 sex workers. It's this case has been going on for years. These women were turning up dead, and after 20 years, they figured out who it was. They charged him, and now that he is looking at a plea deal.
What's his name?
Gigolo beach killer.
The Gigolo
no,
beach killer?
no, the beach is called Gigolo
Oh,
Beach,
Gigolo!
right?
I call it.
I don't know, but it says sex worker, so I thought it was Gigolo.
No.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
I thought it.
it is
oh.
GILGO, but I just read it as Gigolo too. Because
I don't know that I'm right because I don't see it.
I guess I thought it was like literally the name of the beach.
It might be.
but maybe you're right. It's like a
It's Gilgo.
Oh, so we're.
Oh,
he was wrong in saying how he said it.
Gilgo.
The Gilgo.
Gilgo.
Got it.
So that is the
It's
name of the
Gilgo Beach.
Gilgo Beach. And God, that's kind of crazy too. After that many years, they find him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe one day we'll find Savannah Guthrie's mom's
I
killer.
bet. Yeah. Oh, the killer.
This gives hope.
Yeah. I don't know. Remember that movie with Tom Cruise where they would like predict when people were going to do stuff?
Vanilla Sky.
Maybe.
No, it's Minority Report.
That's it.
Okay. How did he know that?
I don't know.
I've seen
I
the
mean,
movie.
I think I would have got there.
Tom Cruise is in that one.
Yeah, and they would go and arrest people, kick doors down because they, based on what they
I don't know if I saw it.
predicted people would do.
This is different. It just reminded me of a TikTok video where this guy hires impersonators to come just.
I told you. We talked about that.
And I saw one yesterday where he hired Tom Cruise to go in there.
A Tom Cruise impersonator.
Yeah, and the guy's like, "Well, what do you want me to do?" He's like, "You want me to just do the greatest hits?" Yeah, man. He's like, "Show me the money." The guy's just doing that in his
Where's he
living
doing
room.
it to?
His living room. He hires impersonators or
To come to his
clowns or
house.
comedians
Yes.
or he hires people to come and perform for him, and the person thinks they're coming to a party, and it's just him.
Like he's like, just do your thing.
There's a Mike Myers impersonator who showed up.
That's so funny.
Austin Powers, I should say. He's Austin Powers, and he's like, "Yeah, you do the thing." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, baby, yeah." And he looks at him like, he's like, "Yeah, just do the thing. I'm here."
Tom Cruise was even jumping on his couch in the living room. Has nothing to do with what you were talking about, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's good.
What?
So Lunchbox, 20 years they didn't know who it was.
Yeah, and then the cold case, it was reopened in 2023, and that's when they found the DNA through high-tech DNA match technology. And he's married with kids, and
Oh my gosh, imagine finding out your dad
Oh,
is murdering sex workers.
yeah.
Did he do it for 20 years, or did he do it and then stop?
I believe he did it and stopped.
So that was 20 years ago. Like he did a bunch and then hasn't that they know of since. Because I would think a guy that does that more than once is probably doing it. We just haven't caught the other things he's been doing.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Like,
between 93 and 2010 is when he committed the murders.
Wow, that's quite the span. Wow, freaking 17 years. That's 17 years. He murders, then gets away with it. I just don't think a guy that kills for 17 years stopped from 2010 to 2026. Like all of a sudden you're like, I'm good. I'm full. It's like dinner. I'm full. I'm not going to eat anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's how the BTK killer got caught. He stopped for a long time, then was like, man, they're not giving me any love anymore. So then he came out of hiding.
They crave the attention or something.
The news maybe about it?
It's weird. Because
But
BTK
this wasn't a big story though. It was a story, but I don't think it was a big famous story.
wouldn't BTK like write the news station?
Yep.
BTK was different. His was for sure about the power of killing and also the notoriety he was getting from it. Like that to him is what felt good. Doing it and then being, I wouldn't say celebrated, but getting the notoriety from it. This isn't the same.
Lunchbox, do you know what this guy's deal was? Like, why was it? I mean, sex workers are already in a vulnerable situation anyways. So was it that, or also was it like on top of it, he felt like he was doing some like, you shouldn't be doing this job. You know how some sickos are like that? Like they feel like
he's
they
totally
need to,
against the sex
yeah, like
workers?
I'm against this, but so I'm gonna.
Or it could just be a power thing where you can get them to a vulnerable place. They're already in a vulnerable job, but you can get them to a place.
Right.
And then there are instances where people that are doing that don't have big support systems, so people don't even report they're gone.
Yeah, that's sad.
So you could, in theory, murder someone and it never even be known.
No one will miss him.
That's sad.
Yeah, that sucks. Eddie, you have a story?
Yeah, I do. So, do you know the start of Lion King? Whatever. So the guy that wrote that song, he wrote it, and he says the translation is "All hail the king, we all bow in the presence of the king." That's the translation of that lyric. Well, apparently there's a comedian who does a podcast who's been spreading rumors saying that that's not what it says, that it says, "Oh, hey, look, there's a lion. Oh, my God." And so the author of the song, the creator, is like, I'm suing this guy for $20 million.
Well, the guy was up on stage, the podcast host, the comedian, doing his act, and they served him while he was on stage. And so they walked up and they're like, "You've been served." And he's like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah. And so other people have done a similar type of joke and he hasn't sued them. So I don't know what his beef is with this person. He's not going to win.
Yeah.
But he got served while on stage. I saw the pillow guy get served the other day.
Who's the pillow guy?
Mike
pillow?
Lindell.
My
He was
pillow?
doing an interview and someone came up and served him about a lawsuit. And he's like pushing him away like that counts. Like if you can't actually get to me, and
If you don't grab the paper.
yeah, and put it in my hand. She's like, "You've been served." And
But
he's
don't
like-
you have to, when you're being served, don't they have to say like Bobby Bones, and you have to say yes, and then they can give it to you?
Well,
He was in the middle of an interview, so they knew it was him. Like with the and he's
I
like,
didn't know they
he's
could
like, "I'm on TV, I'm on TV," and he keeps shoving her away.
I only
while
know
on
this
TV.
from TV, where I feel like you have to like answer the door and give your name, and then they give it to you. Like as long as you don't acknowledge you are who you are, then
Man,
they can't serve you.
Talk about getting your day ruined.
Wait,
You
but
get
why
served.
did my pillow guy get sued or served?
A lawsuit. I'm not sure. I literally just saw the clip of him pushing her away. I've seen that comedian clip too, where they serve him on stage because I think he's at like the Laugh Factory or somewhere in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And they walk up to, if you're looking at the stage, the left side of the stage, and hand him the envelope, and he takes it and he's like, "I just been served." Mike Lindell did not take it. He just kept pushing that away.
Remember when we met him when you were getting
I
inducted?
met Mike Lindell.
He's the My Pillow guy, right?
If we did, has Bobby met the celebrity? I would not know
Okay,
that.
so we were at your Radio Hall of Fame induction in Chicago, and he was there
At the place?
with the guy with the mustache.
yeah. Why
Yes.
was he there?
Don't know. I met him.
Maybe
He was like at our table,
Did I
guys.
meet him?
Well, you were there.
He was
I
at
would
our
assume
table?
it was a long table. I don't know why he was there
What's his name?
Mike Lindell. You'll recognize him.
because I remember being like, there's the My Pillow guy from the infomercials.
Mm-hmm. I think he's running for governor of Minnesota now.
Oh, interesting. I don't know. Maybe he was friends with
yeah.
another guy getting inducted.
Maybe, but everybody else other than me, they were all like 100.
Yeah. Well, he's older.
He's older.
Like Jeremy Piven old or
No, I think he
No.
was older, but I mean, I feel like he dyes his hair and mustache.
that would do it then because it's dark.
Yeah.
He's 64.
That's all?
Wow, 4 years older than Jeremy Piven.
So he's Jeremy Piven old. He's not that old. I thought he was like
Well,
80.
now everything's Jeremy Piven.
Well,
Oh, I didn't expect Jeremy Piven to be 60.
That's crazy.
Me neither.
I thought he was
But I feel like this guy looks older than Jeremy Piven.
And he's got a mustache.
And
60
Jeremy Piven's
I-
definitely had hair.
64 is not old. 80 is old.
Yes.
Yeah.
70's
You're right.
old.
You're right.
80's old.
I would think he was old, 70, oldish.
I was looking at it yesterday because I'm aware that I am older to have children. It's 45 when Billy was born. So I'm very aware of that as far as like I'm conscious of it. It kind of makes me a little uncomfortable at times. And I'm like, look at me, I got a newborn. And I'm like, with a walker. That's what it feels like. I see videos of like Larry David and his daughter. And I'm like, how wonder what their difference is. Because Larry David's funny and Cassie David is very funny. She was with Pete Davidson for a while, but she's also an actress, like very funny. And he was 46 when she was born.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And so that makes me feel pretty good because he's still kind of with it.
Yeah. How old is he?
Now, I don't know.
Because
He's probably
looks,
70s.
he looks older, but I don't know if that's just the gray hair and he kind of
He's
keeps the
looked
balding
older
look.
for a long time because he's been
Correct.
bald with those sides.
Yeah.
78.
Oh, wow, he's older.
Hey, he's
Okay.
still on it for 78.
My dad was in his 40s when he had me,
Really?
but I was his fourth.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to like, but you can just say that and I'd be like, oh, great.
I just thought of that. I hadn't thought of it.
Did you guys see, how old do you think Howie Mandel is?
Howie Mandel.
Uh,
I would put him at 70.
Oh, wow, he's 70. If you're going to go above that, I wouldn't have
72.
put him at 70.
me neither. I was going to say 59.
Oh, because of the Kelly Ripa thing.
Yeah, that's how I know his age.
Yes.
Well, what happened with
They
Kelly
made a
Ripa?
big deal about that. I didn't think it was that crazy.
I think that's his shtick.
They were like, Howie Mandel snaps at Kelly Ripa.
No.
And I was like, I'm in. They got me on the tease. Because you have to have a great tease now on clips or nobody stays. And so I was like, they got me. Let me watch it. And she said, you look great. Or whatever. And he's like, oh, you think I look great because I'm 70. And she's like, but it was shtick.
It's his shtick. It's like when he came on our show and he heard somebody say something like, I asked him to turn the camera around. He's like, I heard you. I can't get the camera around. I'm not old. I'm not like, I
Yeah,
know technology.
He was doing a bit.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's 70.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's with it.
He is.
So 70, okay, nowadays, if you take care of yourself, is dancing into getting old. 80's old now.
Mm-hmm.
It also could be that we're getting older, so we're playing the numbers game.
Yeah.
Because 40 used to be old AF.
Yes. That was an old person.
Mm-hmm.
But man, if you see kids now, like just driving.
They look so little.
Yeah. Like even in these basketball tournaments, you'll see like these kids playing basketball, like high school kids. I'm like, man, they looked like that kid looks like he's 11 years
Yeah, I
old.
was like, they're about to go off to college? Is that what we looked like? Because this seems irresponsible.
And we tried to buy beer
Yes,
looking
I
like
know.
that. Idiots.
I know. But I think, yeah, it's just our age.
But you see television, Uncle Phil was younger than what Will Smith is now. Like, people just took care of themselves differently
Sure.
back then.
Yeah.
Also, the Golden Girls, they were all like in their 40s and early 50s.
Oh, yeah. 45 now is not 45 then.
But only is it not 45 because
No,
We're
I
there.
do think things have
I
changed.
agree.
And even for men, like thinking of, I was thinking, Eddie, we've talked about you going to Turkey to get a hair transplant, which I think you look great with a shaved head. It's fine. You don't need to
but
get
going
it
to
done.
Turkey would be awesome.
But
Nah,
that would
we're-
still be
that-
great. It's on
that
the
ship
table.
has sailed.
Oh, okay. Still kind of on the table if you were to change your mind. But I'm pretty sure Jeremy Piven had a hair transplant.
Yeah,
And that
because when he
helps
was
him
in
look
Seinfeld
younger.
back in the day, he was bald.
Definitely the front balding.
Yeah, he played George in the television show they were doing about Seinfeld. He was the character that they were casting as George.
Yeah. So that him being 60, that's also why it's shocking because he's got now he has a full head of hair.
The early, maybe season 1 of The Office, Steve Carell was balding a bit.
Oh, did he get a hair
It's thinner.
transplant?
I would think so. If you look
Yeah.
at season 1 of The Office, and then season 2 he comes back and it's just lush.
Yeah. Lush. And yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of celebrities that have done it.
Yeah, get it.
Go for it.
Let it rip, Chip.
Sure.
It's your body. It's
That's
your
what you
life.
want.
Or go bald.
Do whatever you want.
Own it.
Like, let it rip, Chip. It's your body. It's your life.
Yeah.
I don't give a crap. Like, if it makes you feel good, it makes you feel good, and you feeling good allows you to treat other people better because you're just better. Rock it.
Do you know what I've gotten good at? Spying people that have the hair system.
Because you had one for a
Yeah,
while.
I see it. I'm like, that's a hair system.
I am bad at that.
Yeah, I would be bad at that too.
Like there was one person we had on our show a couple years ago, and I told Mike, I'm like, that's a hair system.
Really?
And I'm like, yeah.
Interesting.
You know what I'm good at? Spotting if somebody has one eye that is not opening as good as the other eye.
Yep, you're looking at it.
Is it getting
It is getting a little better, though.
Okay.
Through the morning. It's still a little slothy. Nah, you guys.
Hey, guys.
But it's better than it was this morning when we started.
What's the cream?
Because it looked like she was winking at.
What's the
she was-
cream?
Yeah.
She was holding a wink all morning, like this.
Did you say
Stink
what's the
face.
cream?
Yeah, what's the cream? Because when-
Stye. It's literally the brand is STYE.
And it
I
works?
went to Walgreens last night and bought it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if it works, but I
well,
was
Bobby's saying
desperate.
it's getting better.
It's getting a little better.
Oh, okay.
It's probably also just because you kept it open.
Yeah, and I took some Aleve. I think any anti-inflammatory, like just and maybe just being more awake. Because I'm telling y'all, when I woke up this morning, I was like,
Yeah, it sucks.
I think that Bobby would be like, yeah, get away. Like I was gonna have to wear sunglasses because it's not pink eye, but obviously if it's pink eye, I would not come around you because especially baby Billy. But
You started to feel it yesterday, though, on the show. You said that. Like, I feel something growing in my eye.
it was just like that. And
It was
I
like she was getting a boner in her eye.
What?
She could just feel it getting bigger.
You wouldn't understand, Amy.
Yeah, it's
No, I understand, but that's just such a weird way to explain it.
Well, see, we understood perfectly.
Morgan, you have a story?
Yes, I do. Did you guys see the video? It was of a spring breaker kid who was twerking on top of a Jeep driving
I
down
did
the
not
highway.
see that one. That missed my algorithm.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was going super viral and super sad ending to that story. That kid died from doing
He
that.
fall off the Jeep?
Yes.
Was a Jeep driving?
Yep. It was going very fast down the highway. The person who was driving was one of his friends, but got arrested for a DWI. Yeah. Yeah,
Their
it was really
lives
bad.
forever
It was in
changed.
Texas in it's not Arkansas, but
No, don't say
Aransas.
it. Let her try it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What is it?
We know it.
Aransas. Wait,
Close.
hold on. Is it because there's
Gigolo.
Kansas? You have Kansas, and then you have Arkansas. So is it Aransas or is it Aransas?
That's it.
Aransas.
Port
Port
Aransas.
We just
Yeah.
called it Port A
Port A, yeah.
because we probably all had problems with it too.
No,
Oh,
we didn't say
interesting.
Port
You lived
Aransas,
there.
but
You-
Port A was
yeah.
like the cool,
Yeah,
like,
Port
hey, I'm
A.
going to Port A.
Oh, I never called it. I was not there. I was only Austin.
You didn't probably spring break.
I didn't go to Port
like when we
Aransas.
were in college, Port A.
My bachelor, South Padre Island College, but my bachelor party was in Port A.
Dang.
Dang, it depends.
Dang.
I never heard of spring break at Port A.
Yeah, but yes, of course. My sister's in South Padre Island for spring break right now.
Yeah.
Padre.
Where's that?
We call
Your
it Padre.
sister's there?
Yeah.
You call it Padre? We just call it Puh.
Hold on. Your sisters at South Padre?
Yeah, they
right
take
now?
their kids to Padre. Her in-laws have a place there, so they go every spring break. That's where they go because they escape Colorado and go to the beach.
with all the kids, like, cause it's crazy down there
Yeah.
during spring break.
Yes, they go every year.
Wow.
It's a thing. But they're more in a quieter side of the beach
Okay.
because you go down more and it's not as crazy. Maybe because I was in College Station in like Port A. I don't know.
Closer.
Yeah, people did Port A.
That story sucks. Also, back in the day, in the 80s, there was a movie called Teen Wolf, and he would get on top of the van.
And surf.
Yep.
And so people would do that because of the movie, and people died doing that. But that was a movie romanticizing car surfing and how cool it was. This is a drunk person, but also trying to get TikTok clout, I would assume, right?
Well, if they have video
Did
of
they
it.
fall off
Yeah.
on TikTok? Did it show that?
I never saw that part of the video. I'm assuming people, if they got it, they cut it out. I just saw him like twerking on top of the Jeep. And then, yeah, there were witnesses, obviously, of him falling off. He suffered a catastrophic head injury.
Yeah, they got in a wreck.
Yeah, because they hit a Tesla.
He had a car.
How fast was he
Oh,
going?
they got in a wreck.
Yeah.
You said he was going fast, but do you know how fast?
No, they didn't say how fast. They just said incredibly fast, and then the driver got arrested for.
Jesus. All right.
My parents used to I always wanted to go to spring break like my junior year in high school, senior year in high school. My parents were always against it. And now I kind of understand, but
But that's not going to spring break. That's making a really bad decision while it's spring break. I
Yeah.
feel like you can make that same bad decision if you're drunk on a Friday night somewhere.
yeah, but spring break, I mean, lots of bad decisions during spring break.
Just since Eddie was hating on me for Port A, okay, so from College Station to Port A, it's like 4 hours, but to South Padre, it's over 6.5 hours. So that's probably why.
Okay.
I was just clarifying.
I don't
Yeah,
even know what
that's
you guys
fine.
are fighting about.
It
He
wasn't
was
a
like,
fight.
because I said college, Port A, and he was like, college was South Padre. Like,
South Padre,
we're
man, that's
mature
where-
now.
that's
like,
where it was.
That's where it's at.
Let's do some voicemails here. Give me voicemail number 1, Ray.
I noticed on your Instagram post of Billy, you're making sure to not show her face. Like, what is the strategy, game plan, like duration of which you're going to do that for? Is that a forever thing? I'm a dad of 2. I show my kids' faces. I know it's just personal opinion, but was curious kind of what your thoughts are there. Anyway, love the show.
There really is no strategy right now. My wife's like, I prefer not to put her face on the internet. I was like, great. But also, if you're not a public figure, it's different. If you're a public figure, everything's elevated, meaning I do anything and people are so nasty to me on the internet. Even if I don't do anything that is opinion based, that elicits a nasty response, people are very, very awful to me. And a little bit, sadly, I've learned to deal with that. My wife does not chase social media clout at all. She does not care. She's barely on social media herself. And so she won't get the benefit of people going, oh, and then liking all the pictures of it. So why would she want to deal with, if someone says something bad about our baby, her getting pissed off? So she's like, it's just not worth it to me. So mostly that's it. There is no strategy or game plan or duration. She's like, I'd just rather not put her up there right now. And I'm like, cool, you're the boss on this. Because it'd be different. Like if it was just me, it'd all be up there. But I completely respect and understand what she's saying too. So there is no strategy or game plan or duration. And also, if you're a public figure, there's just a level of scrutiny that comes to you that's unbelievable unless you're in it. So I understand you put your kids' faces out there. It's just different, though. You don't have people commenting on everything that you do all the time on Facebook, on every message board. So it's just not worth it to my wife. That's why. I don't know that it'll be a forever thing. Could be a forever thing, but we haven't even talked about it like that. She's just like, I'd rather not put her face up now. And I'm like, cool, all good. That's it. I explained that properly?
Mm-hmm.
Well said.
Let's go to give me the number 4, Ray.
Good morning, studio. Bobby, if you could please remind everyone, or I'd like to know when Lunchbox will be on The Price is Right so I can be sure to tape it. Thank you and have a great day.
Look at my calendar here. If today's the 27th, so I think your first opportunity is Tuesday the 31st, Lunchbox. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. And I mean,
So-
on it is, I mean, I don't know what she means by on it, but you're going to see me in the crowd because Carol in front of me gets on stage. So you're going to see me. I'm going to be on it.
Outside shot, though, he makes it. I think he gets down to the bottom row.
I mean,
The fact that now he's just kind of like, let me clarify on it. Oh, maybe now he's trying
He's
to.
acting weird.
He
but
is
like,
acting weird.
Carol isn't,
I never heard about Carol in front of him.
It's a new detail.
I don't know that I didn't hear this. I don't think I retained
remember
it.
that.
But the 31st, which is Tuesday, and then Thursday, the 2nd, will be the 2 days that he is supposedly in the crowd. But I do think there is an outside shot that he actually made it onto the row. What do they call that, Lunchbox?
Contestant row?
That's it, contestant row. Oh, he act like he doesn't know, guys. And
No,
he's
no.
the expert.
I'm like, I don't know that it has a official name.
It does, contestant
Contestant row.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I didn't know
It's
that's what
okay.
it's called. I just.
The come on down?
Be casual.
He's like, I'm like, Lunchbox, what's the show called? I didn't have
Oh,
an
here
official
we go.
title of the
Here we
show.
go.
All right. So that's Tuesday and Thursday of next week. Hit me with that number 6, Ray.
I won't say it on the show, but NLRs obviously means no lie, really. Come on. That one's pretty obvious. Later, guys.
I can tell you unequivocally that is false.
Yeah, I've thought it was no lie really for a long time, but it's not.
That is absolutely false. We do a bit on the Bobbycast, which today there's an episode with Chris Robinson up from the Black Crows, and I do ask him, I'm like, hey, dude, when you guys were killing it, because they were big. And when you guys were killing it, there was also Counting Crows, there was Sheryl Crow. Like, you kind of had to be annoyed with all the crows, right? But I do this thing with every guest. I try to predict the 3 questions they're asked the most. It does 2 things for me. It allows me to ask that question again, but without being the cliche interviewer that asks them the same question everybody else asks. So that's one of the tricks that I incorporate to get answers from people that I know they're tired of talking about. And I can go, all right, let me predict 3 questions that you get asked the most. Number 1, what's your inspiration? That wouldn't be one. But they'd be like, oh, yeah, that is one. And I'm like, well, what do you say to that? And they kind of think you're cooler because you asked them.
Yeah.
So I do that. Another thing that I'll do, if I'm asking I would say a question that I want them to think about and expand on, I will go, I'm going to ask you this question. Blah, blah, blah question. I say, I know this is a hard one, so I'm going to give you what I think the answer is first. And I'm not doing it so I can hear myself talk. I'm doing it to actually give them a second to think about their answer instead of having to react to an answer. But I do the 3 questions thing, and I try to predict the questions. But I have the questions, Mike found this, the questions that people Google about me. Can you predict the top 3 questions, Amy?
Is Bobby Bones married? Or what's his wife? Who's his wife? Something about your marriage.
Yeah, one of them. How did Bobby Bones meet his wife?
Okay.
I can answer that. When I was on American Idol, the person that did PR for American Idol that I was with a lot was from Oklahoma, and she went to college with Caitlin. Oh, I didn't know this at the time. When I went to Dancing with the Stars, that same PR person came to and worked on Dancing with the Stars. Caitlin came with her friend from college to a live event because they needed table fillers, and she called her as a friend, hey, can you come fill the table? So Caitlin came as a table filler while she was in grad school out there, and I was saying hi to my friend from PR that was from Oklahoma, and she had her friend from college with her who was Caitlin. That's how we met. So that's how I met my wife. Okay. You want to take another one? Another guess?
What is Bobby's Bones' net worth?
No, not on there.
Not on there?
Really?
Eddie?
Interesting.
I've Googled that before.
Internet's never right.
Eddie's like, weird. I Google that every week.
He tries to Google it so much.
Yeah. How did Bobby Bones win Dancing with the Stars?
Number 2. Yep. It's literally how.
How?
There's really not.
How is that possible?
I know. So that's number 2. And there's one question above all.
Oh, you didn't want to answer that one?
Above all? What do you mean above all?
Tried real hard. Had a great group of listeners that voted with me. And then that with the people that just like connected with my story. That's how. But tried hard. Yeah, number 1.
We haven't said it yet.
Mm-mm.
Oh, is it new? Is it about your baby?
Mm-mm.
No. Number 1. Oh.
I can give you 6.
Why did Bobby get sued for $1 million?
That's number 1. Why did Bobby Bones get fined $1 million?
That's a good one.
That is actually it. And that was, I grabbed a clip from the internet and played the clip, and it shut down radio stations all over America.
And because of that, we all have to take a class once a year on that clip.
Not
and
just us, like everybody.
Everybody in
whole
the entire
company.
company has to take, yeah.
Yep.
And it's a little more detailed than that, but that's what happened. I didn't do anything wrong. But yeah, it sucked. So that's 1. Dancing with Us 2. Meet his wife 3. Number 4, I don't mind it, but it's also insulting at the same time.
Oh. How tall is Bobby?
Mm-mm.
No.
Why is Bobby Bones so famous? So there's both an insult and a
Why?
compliment there.
Interesting.
1, these people who are Googling it thinks I'm famous.
Yes. Why?
Think I'm famous. But it's also like, he's famous, but why? You insulted and complimented me at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a joke that I would do when I was doing stand-up. It was like, when I first got married to Caitlin, people would be like, oh, she's a gold digger. And I was like, I had never been so complimented.
That you have money.
That I have. Yes, it wasn't so
Gold
much
for
about
her to
her.
dig?
Yes,
You're like, yeah, so.
I would be like, people would get on the internet and say things about my wife. They'd be like, she's a gold digger, and I'd never been complimented so much.
Because that's awesome.
And so, yeah. Let's see. The other two. What is Bobby Bones' real name? And then, was Bobby Bones in O-Town? My real name thing is not hard to find anymore because my wife refuses to go by Bones. She.
Well, it was
And I
never. What do you
understand
mean? Hold on, clarify. Because did she have to refuse? Because would you ever even put that on the table for her?
No, never. But
right.
she.
So she's not refusing.
But people would call her
it's
like
just
Caitlin Bones, or she's like, that's not my name.
Right.
She's
Okay,
never.
but I'm just clarifying. It was never like, hey, will you? And she's
No,
like,
no.
I really want you to go by Caitlin Bones.
Yeah,
That'd be weird.
true.
Yeah.
So, and then was I in O-Town? Of course I was in O-Town, but it was way early. It was so early. It was really good to see the guys, though, at the last $1 million show when we all performed together.
The Ryman.
At the Ryman.
Special night.
Yeah. So there's that. It turns out letting a grudge go does a body good. A new study shows that dropping grudges and choosing to forgive can actually boost your overall well-being. That's from Vice.com. Researchers looked at something called dispositional forgiveness, which is basically how naturally inclined someone is to forgive across different situations. The more forgiving people are also likely to feel optimistic and purposeful. Hey, speaking of this, there's two things that I do that this is not connected at all. One is I was with my therapist, and he said, hey, you've tried meditation, and you probably haven't tried it hard enough because it's not working, and I would agree with that. I've tried it, but I really haven't dedicated myself to do it to a level that I'm getting anything from it, and that's probably on me because I haven't put in the effort. I don't think it doesn't work. It's worked for centuries for people. And for me to go it doesn't work on me, it just means I'm not trying hard enough at it. That being said, he's like, what if you do an abbreviated meditation where you just let go of everything that you're upset about and people you're upset, just for 3 minutes. You have a meditation where you release all grudges. He's like, I think if you do this enough, you'll start to actually realize how important it is to not have these negative connections to things and people.
Well, because to clarify, would you say you are one to hold grudges?
I would say I'm one to not forget.
Isn't that
No, because holding a grudge
clarify?
holding a grudge would mean that I constantly root for bad things to happen, or I possibly could affect bad things happening to people.
Oh,
I don't do that, but I don't forget, and so I just don't have anything to do with them anymore.
got it.
But holding a grudge, no. I have a couple, but I would say my thing is I just completely disconnect from them in every way possible. But I don't root for bad stuff to happen for them. I think holding a grudge is that.
Okay. That's good clarification because I guess people probably look at it differently. But I get that.
So that is something that I've been trying. It feels pretty good.
So do you set a timer?
3 minutes. And then after 3, you're just like, I'm back.
Yeah, but I hate everybody again. Do I set a timer? No, I just kind of
when
eyeball it.
Okay, well, during your session, are you picturing specific people and letting them go?
Well, I don't do it during my therapy session.
During your meditation session.
3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
During your 3 minutes, you have
for a second.
You picture
yeah.
specific people and
Yeah, and I don't know that it's worked or if having a child has helped, but I had a big grudge toward Matt Jones, Kentucky Sports Radio, and Matt was a friend for a long time, and I feel like Matt did a couple things that really pissed me off, and I was like, I'm out on this dude. I respect him, and what he's built is fantastic. So everything about him, except for a couple things that I feel like he's done. So I had a grudge, and he went to Eddie at the Super Bowl and was like, "Hey man, will you tell Bobby not to hate me?"
Yeah, will you talk to Bobby?
You had a grudge, or you had a?
I think no, I wasn't rooting for bad stuff,
Right.
but I was like, I got nothing to do with it.
Right.
That being said, people were going at him pretty hard. I think unfairly on Twitter, and I posted. I was like, "You guys the Kentucky fan base is eating each other because they had a really bad season." And they were going after Matt, and I was like, "You guys are out of your mind." So I reposted something, and I was like, "You guys are killing your own. Nobody has been more dedicated to Kentucky sports. Nobody's been more." And I posted this thing in favor of Matt.
Mm-hmm.
And so I posted it, and Matt texted me. He was like, "Man, I really appreciate you posting that." I was like, "Dude, you didn't deserve that. You deserve what I'm giving you, but you didn't deserve that." And he was like, "It'd be cool if we could be friends again." And so I hearted it. Where in the past I just would have ignored it.
You just
And I wouldn't have written that. I wouldn't have defended him because I
didn't respond anything to that. You just hearted it.
No, but that's a response.
So what do you say? You mentioned something a second ago. You don't know if it's
I don't know if it's
becoming a dad.
It could be either
Or
one.
the 3 minutes.
Like
Or the
something
3
softening
minutes.
you?
Something. It could be the work that I've put in at going, it's not worth it to me to hold on to these things if it is detrimental to what I'm doing. Or it could be that I had a child and I'm like, nah, who cares? Everything else kind of secondary. at this
So are
point.
you guys back?
No. But we're back to the point where he has texted me a couple other times. I just ignored them completely.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay.
In the past. No, it's not. Oh, okay, because that was the old.
Because I prayed for that.
Oh, that was the old.
Yeah, that was the old. The new is
You double tapped
he didn't
it.
need me to defend him, by the way. He didn't need it, so I didn't do a great service to him. But I felt like he was being unfairly criticized because he is like Mr. Kentucky. Nobody loves that team more than him. And they were going after, and like Boogie Cousins was going after him. Boogie Cousins is an idiot. He was
going
a
after
great
him?
basketball player, but an idiot.
Wow.
And he was like, people don't listen to Matt Jones. And I was like, dude, because you're good at basketball doesn't mean you're good at understanding everything happening inside of a program. It's like Michael Jordan, because he played basketball, is a great owner. No, he kind of sucked at being an owner. So anyway, I defended Matt Jones. He didn't need me defending him. I don't deserve a medal for it. But I didn't hold on to that. I just felt somebody,
That's great.
yeah. And then he texted me and I texted him back.
I like it.
And then I hearted it. I'm good for now. Like I'm all caught up.
Baby steps.
But I don't think I'm a grudge holder. See, with that, I think I would have also piled on if I was a grudge holder.
Yeah.
I've been like, hashtag justice for Boogie.
For no reason.
Hashtag Matt Jones sucks.
That's good.
So, yeah. But I don't know what, it could be
Real
both,
good.
actually.
Yeah.
It could be the fact that I've been working on it. There are some people, though, screw them. Like,
Forever and ever.
well,
Well, keep meditating.
Yeah. Put him in the 3 minutes.
Put them in.
true. I put them in the 3 minutes. It's like the prayer list at church.
Yeah.
I got a
Prayer
list of
requests.
grudges that I go to. I'm like, all right. What are you doing this weekend?
Tomorrow I am doing a colon cancer awareness walk with my ex-boyfriend's fam. Like, my son and I are going just to support. I mean, I was already going when we were dating, so obviously I was even I helped design the T-shirt whenever.
Breaking up doesn't mean you broke up with colon cancer research.
Right.
Thank goodness.
And so Stevenson and I will go to that.
I mean, your mom.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's, yeah. And yes, his wife died from colon cancer at a very young age. So they're very passionate about raising funds for research and awareness for people just to go get a colonoscopy because she died way too young. And it could have been, the thing is, if you catch it early, it's preventable. But doctors, they were like, oh, I think you're very active. You have 3 kids. It's probably hemorrhoids.
Wow, really?
And yeah, and so there's just things that got missed, and then by the time they found it, it was a little too late, and she suffered for 2 years and then died at 44, which is way too young. So I think as a family, him and his kids, it's a goal to, with the colon cancer coalition, have this walk. It's a walk she put together while she was during her cancer journey before she died. Nashville did not have a walk, and she brought it here.
Oh, wow.
And so she was the first one to do that. And so they've continued it on since she passed away. So I felt like I'm not going to not go to that. That seems so. Stevenson and I will do that tomorrow. And then other than that, that's it. I think I'm going to be resting my eyeball.
You know, your wife's coming to my house today?
Yeah. How do you know that? I don't even know what she's doing. You know everything.
No, my wife told me your wife was coming. She said, Eddie's wife's coming over today. See the baby. She didn't call her Eddie's wife. She actually is friends with
By
her. She
the
said her
name.
name.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, yeah, that's cool. And she said, is Eddie still going to be here? And I said, no, we're going to wrap before that. And I have some other stuff I have to do. So Eddie probably won't be here.
That's what I told my wife too, because she's like, are you going to be there? I'm like, probably not. If we finish early, I'm not staying
Yeah.
for you to come see the baby. I've met the baby
Yeah. Twice.
twice.
What's up this weekend?
Sports. Baseball starts this weekend, and then we got a basketball tournament, but pretty short. I think we're done with all the basketball stuff by 5 o'clock on Saturday. So we'll have a night to watch,
Nice.
some March Madness. And
I'm out.
What do you mean you're out?
oh, you're not watching basketball anymore?
Screw it.
Oh, because Arkansas.
What about and you lost?
I lost all my teams, too, last night.
You lost your Calcutta team.
Yeah. I lost everything.
Oh,
I'm broke. I've lost it all.
the show Morgan recommended this week, The Madison. I started that. It's good.
It is.
Yeah, a little slow at times, but also I think that's the point. It's you're like taking in some of the scenery and the fly fishing and
Yeah.
the mountains.
I kind of want to start The Mandalorian just because the movie's coming out. So
You
I kind
should.
of want.
You'll like it.
Yeah.
I never watched Mandalorian, but I never liked Star Wars.
I know you're so
Yeah.
against that.
I'm not. No. I'm not
are.
against
Actually,
it.
he's not against it.
I'm not against Star Wars.
Okay,
There's just
watch-
so much. There's so much.
Let's
It's-
start with the movies. Watch the movies.
No,
No.
that's the point. I'm not.
Oh my!
I would say start with the Mandalorian. You don't need to know all the Star Wars stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the only reason I haven't jumped in because I think it would interest me. But I'm so far behind. It's like, why would I start?
There's a lot
Yeah.
of Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, I can't keep up. So, Lunchbox Weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to be praying for you and Matt Jones, just like Eddie's been doing. I mean,
I
you
did.
guys passed that over. Like, Eddie, what do you mean you were praying for them?
So when we were at the Super Bowl, Matt came to me and was like, "Hey man, will you do me a favor and just kind of like talk to Bobby? Like, we're just not, something happened with our friendship or whatever." And I said, "Cool." So I told Bobby, but every night, sounds stupid, and I know this is why he's bringing it up, but every night I have a list of things to pray for, and that night I prayed. Like I just
Why is that stupid? That's not stupid at all.
Well, because he's
No,
trying
he's
to make.
praying
him.
about your
Yeah,
I thought you meant me.
relationships.
Yeah, well, I mean, why not? A friendship that was once a friendship. Why
Why
not
do
pray
you
for
care
that?
what he prays about? Why does it bother you what somebody else
I
prays
mean,
for?
that is just very weird. I have never prayed that two people I have no, like, Eddie doesn't know Matt Jones, isn't friends with Matt Jones.
I do know Matt Jones.
You
very
know him,
well,
but-
actually.
It was kind of, Eddie was like, I prayed for that.
I did.
Yeah, I'm like,
And I've never said that. So for him to say like, yeah, we had this thing was really cool to be like, this is awesome.
But I get Eddie. Lunchbox, think about it. Matt came up to Eddie at the Super Bowl and said, hey, so it would make sense that Eddie would be like, oh man, this sucks. Like, yeah, I hope that there's some restoration here in some way.
Yeah.
if
That-
anybody ever came up to me and said, "Hey, can you get like I want to get back in Bobby's good graces," I'm never
It
going to go
wasn't
home.
a
And,
g-
I'm going to go never going to go home and pray about it.
Now
But you're not me though. And here's another thing. What does this have to do with your weekend?
No,
he didn't have anything.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny how no one said anything about Eddie praying for that. It's like
nobody
oh my
thought it was that
gross.
weird.
Yeah, it's not weird, dude.
So, Amy, do you ever pray about other people's friendships?
Depending, if I was in a situation where maybe
If
someone
someone
came
approached
up
you,
to me
yeah.
and said something, and then I knew like my friend.
She has
Sort
no.
of-
She's saying no. She's trying to stumble over words, trying to
no,
make
because
Eddie
I was
feel
going to
better.
use no. I was trying to not use the word grudge because Bobby has said it's not necessarily a grudge. But if I knew my friend was like, ugh, now this person's out and now I'm in this awkward situation, I'm like, yo, that would be really cool. Like maybe things could soften here between these two people. I could see myself saying a prayer for that.
But also, why are we being judgmental about what people pray for?
No
at
idea.
All, at all.
No
Like,
idea.
1%.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lunchbox, you want to answer that?
Yeah, because it was hilarious. It was just another. I mean, oh my God, I'm back. Like, let me suck up to Bobby and say, I'm praying for you and Matt.
How would
Like,
that be sucking up to Bobby?
It's just
I
weird.
wasn't praying for Bobby. I was praying for their relationship.
But that's praying for Bobby. Like Bobby's not praying about it, but you're praying about it.
Okay,
If
and
Bobby was
sometimes
so
that's the
concerned
case.
about it, Bobby would
Lunchbox,
pray about it.
I'm with you. Like when I first heard it, I was like, oh, that's funny, Eddie.
Thank
but then
you,
now
Amy.
that
Thank you.
No, but then now that I just said when I'm thinking about it, Eddie was caught in the middle of him coming up to him. It's not like Bobby
It wasn't me
heard-
just telling a story.
Yeah.
But even then, I'm not going to judge what he prays for.
And I
neither.
did too. When that happened, was like, I don't know what to do. Like, do I tell Bobby that Matt told me that? It's kind of a
Yes.
weird thing. So like, I just felt like, I don't know, just felt like doing it. And it
Yeah.
wasn't long. I didn't pray for 10 hours about it.
Yeah, it's just like a short. It can just be.
But also, it doesn't matter what it is. Why would you judge somebody for what they pray for?
Weird.
I mean, I just felt like it was a little.
Because it's hilarious, Bobby.
I got nothing else, so I'm going to do that.
I think at first it was sort of like, wait, is Eddie being for real?
No, it's being serious.
Yeah, you are.
Mhm.
And now that I know you are, it's like, okay,
And
cool.
sometimes I pray for stuff and it's like, I don't even check up on it. Like, I don't know if anything ever happened with that. And the fact that he was bringing that up, like, wow, I hadn't thought about that since,
Oh, it triggered.
when was the Super Bowl? I mean, that was a long time ago.
February, month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you said that, I was like, well, that's crazy because I remember praying about that.
Also, he didn't say he does it every night. He like did it one night.
Dear God.
Yes. Me again. Just checking up on Matt and Bobby's relationship.
Dear baby Jesus.
The way he
So
said
dumb.
it, the way he said it, it made it sound like it was an ongoing prayer.
No.
I pray
No,
about that.
He said, I prayed
no,
for
I'm
that.
tell-
For
no,
that.
actually, the way he said it, it was almost like I couldn't tell if he was being sarcastic or not.
That's what I'm
That-
saying because he said, "I've been praying about
She's
that."
not agreeing with you.
No, she is because the
No,
way he
I'm
said it, he
not.
goes, "I've been praying about that."
She's not. She's
No, I'm
saying
literally
she's
not agreeing with you.
Lunchbox, you want to hear something crazy? I've prayed for you before.
No way.
I don't know why. You haven't prayed about me talking to another friend.
Which was it the
I have,
yeast
actually.
infection in the
Yeast infection?
No, some between us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I prayed for that. Some between me and Lunchbox.
Didn't he have a pink eye, too?
Oh. Will you pray for my sty?
Yeah, go sty. You and Eddie have had
I'll
styes.
throw that in tonight.
Thank you.
All right, it's just going to be baby for me.
Baby
weekend.
Baby.
weekend.
Yeah, baby weekend. All right, you guys have a great weekend. We will see you guys on Monday. Thank you for listening, and have a good weekend, too. All right, bye, everybody. All right, we good, Mike?
We're good. All right, dropping y'all later.
Later, skater.